Think you know what's in your bathroom, kitchen, or party tricks? Turns out, a lot of today's everyday items have super dark backstories. Let's dive into some of the weirdest. 8. The floor cleaner you gargle. Listerine was originally meant to clean surgical tools and floors. In the late 1800s, it was marketed for everything from cuts to armpits to dandruff. But once they invented the term halitosis, people got paranoid about bad breath. And suddenly swishing floor cleaner became a daily habit. Tingly, huh? 7. The glowing death matches. Victorians used matches made of white phosphorus. Deadly stuff that made workers' jaws literally glow as they rotted away. The condition, phossy jaw, left people disfigured and in agony. The matches could also spontaneously ignite. Eventually, safer matches took over, but for decades, people were striking tiny sticks of poison. 6. The human hamster wheel. In 1818, prisoners forced inmates to climb a massive wooden treadmill for hours every day. It did nothing useful, just drained their bodies and minds. The goal? Break their spirit. Charles Dickens called it out, and it was eventually banned. But if your gym ever feels cruel, just remember, you can stop anytime. 5. The Victorian gas party. Before anesthetics were medical, they were entertainment. Rich Victorians would huff ether and nitrous oxide at parties, collapsing in laughter or unconsciousness. These chemical-fueled raves were chaotic, but they led doctors to realize the gases could numb pain. Your next dental visit owes itself to some guy blacking out next to a candelabra. 4. The devil's dinner tool. Forks were once seen as blasphemy. When a Byzantine princess brought one to Europe, religious leaders lost it. Using a fork instead of your God-given fingers? Heresy! Add devilish-looking prongs and it was downright demonic. It took 600 years for people to stop fearing the fork. Greek hoax cocaine kick. The original Coca-Cola recipe from 1886 included actual cocaine from coca leaves. It was marketed as a health tonic and energy booster. As attitudes changed, the company removed the stimulant but kept the flavor. Today's soda is drug-free, but it started with quite a buzz. 2. Ketchup's fishy roots. Modern ketchup came from fermented fish guts. Ketchup, a Chinese condiment, was a salty brew of anchovies and spices. Europeans tried to recreate it with beer and mushrooms. Americans eventually added tomatoes and sugar, and the rest is fry-dipping history. 1. Cereal designed to kill desire. Cornflakes and graham crackers weren't made for breakfast. They were tools to fight temptation. The Kellogg brothers and Reverend Graham believed bland food could curb sinful urges. The original versions were so dull they'd make toast seem spicy. Ironically, they evolved into sugary snack staples. So much for purity. Conclusion. Weird how the things we use, eat, or trust every day started as medicine, moral crusades, or outright accidents. Makes you wonder, what in your house has a backstory you really don't want to know?